and welcome to this short video with myself and John Stoddart. We run Exelsys sales and partner channel in the UK and Northern Europe. So today we're looking at what came out of Exelsys Connect 2023 and some of the new developments that you're going to see in the Exelsys platform. So agenda is to have a quick review of what really happened at Exelsys Connect for those of our partners and customers that couldn't make it. What is going on with the new user interface and expanding it out onto the professional edition version, how you can access Exelsys via Teams, so some of the integrations that have been going on into the Microsoft ecosystem, and then our roadmap for 2023. And we'll also visit along the way some of the new modules and good new features that we're seeing in the platform. So the first thing we wanted to talk about today, and John is going to talk us through it, is what happened at Exelsys Connect, how was the event, and what were the takeaways? So John, over to you just to give us a run through.
Yeah, it was a really good sort of day and a half in Limassol, Cyprus at the start of June. About 100 to 120 customers and partners. It was over 2 days, so the sort of numbers varied day to day. First day was very much about sort of how the platform is moving forward, lots of announcements, some great new stuff coming through. And then the second day was sort of power user training. So people that attended really got some really good hints and tips on how to get most out of the platform. Very good.
Excellent stuff. So we're going to talk about a few of those things that customers and partners learned while they were at the sessions. So the first thing I think we want to cover off is the new UI. What's changed? Why particularly professional edition? So just talk us through those changes, please, John.
Yeah, sure. So we had the really popular update to the new UI for standard edition, and that happened probably about a year ago now, and it's really good. It's really sort of made the whole platform look up to date and be really user friendly. It's very well accepted by users and partners. And this new style of user interface has now rolled out to recruitment and the appraisal modules in Professional Edition too.
Very good, excellent. So I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to using those functions now that they're in the new look and feel. So that's fantastic. So the next thing that we wanted to talk about is some of the new modules. We've moved this up the agenda, I noticed. So talk us through what the latest functions are, John, and then we'll go into a few of the details after that.
Yeah, sure. So there's a new tasks module. Tasks and alerts are a couple of my most popular modules, and the task ones has been updated. Offboarding and onboarding, I think, is really important. It fits really nicely in with recruitment and gives new employees a really good systematic way of joining an organization. Hot desking kind of comes from how organizations changed the way that they do business during COVID lockdowns. So it allows companies to book desks and just become more efficient, as not everybody's in the office all the time. The improved org chart, I won't say so much because we've got a little sort of show of that. Accessing Exelsys from Teams is great. It has we're starting to see all the functionality that is in the app starting to appear on Teams too. A lot of companies are using Teams internally, so being able to book holidays and stuff like that via Teams just seems to make sense. Another great one for recruitment is the integration of electronic signatures. We've integrated Signable as the first e-signature platform there, and it is both monthly contract and pay as you go, so anybody can use it. And the other one, which is more for sort of Exelsys admins in HR department, if they want to go, if somebody comes in and says, just what are my permissions, rather than having to sign out and sign back in, they can impersonate that particular employee just to check which permissions they've got. So it's just speeding up processes like that.
Very nice. Excellent stuff. Thanks so much, John, for taking us through that. Now, you mentioned one particular area that has had a bit of a spring clean as part of those improvements there, which is the org chart. So what's changed here?
It's just a much nicer way of this being graphically delivered. The last version looked a bit like it was from Visio in the 1990s, and this one just looks more up to date and professional.
Yeah, I noticed there's also a whole suite of additional features on the top left that make it much easier to see what you can do with it. You've got the zoom in and out feature, and then the collapsing and the expanding, I think, with the plus signs has just made it a whole lot easier to demo as well. So I'm going to be enjoying that over the next year or two. We'll be showcasing that for sure. Let's move on to the next item on the agenda, which is the embedded KPI dashboards. And I was going to say a quick word about this because this is one of my particular favorites. Every module now has, as the immediate jump off point, when you click on the module down the left hand side, a dashboard of its own. So all of the most regular, frequently used features, KPIs that you want to see are there, and then can be sliced and diced by business unit, by location, geography, team, etc. So I'm quite excited about this one because it means any piece of the functionality can just be framed nicely with that initial visualization. So I'm excited about being able to demo those ones. And then there was another thing that has been developed and presented as part of the event, John, which I believe is the roadmap. So do you want to talk us through a little bit of what we're expecting over the remainder of 2023?
Yeah, so we've got quite a lot of it's been quite dynamic this year, sort of more than most in my opinion. So onboarding module, electronic signatures, the rolling out of the new user interface into professional edition. There's more. H2 this year is going to see a whole lot of additional functionality in professional edition and especially in recruitment. That's really good. And the mobile app is continuing to be enhanced. And also much more of that functionality is moving over to Teams. So it's been a really good time to sort of be involved with the product.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's a load of good stuff there, John. So thanks for taking us through some of the highlights. We'll leave it there for now. And obviously anybody that watches the video and then wants to get a little bit more detail on some specifics, please do give John and myself a call. We'll be happy to take you through those things in more detail and organize a demo. And thanks very much, John, for your time.